They've been trying to fight poverty so long. For decades, they're talking about it. So how long does it take to actually destroy it? How long does it take? Why has it suddenly become an enigma? Why is it so difficult? Poverty is not an accident. It doesn't just happen. It doesn't happen because of where you live. It doesn't happen because of how you were born. No. Poverty is not a result of our laziness. No, there's a lot of people who work hard and are poor. In fact, there are more hard-working poor people in the world than lazy rich people. Poverty is not from God, and it's not an accident. It's created by certain people. The reason for poverty is not far-fetched. The reason for poverty in the world is the manipulation of their currency by a select few. Here's another very interesting thing. What work does the Fed do? The Fed doesn't do any work, just prints money. So in that, they control nations. Think about it. Now you can understand why the president will say, we only need 500 billion for something. And then the Congress says, no, you need 2 trillion. Where's that money going to come from? Borrowed from the Fed. So all the money is loaned to the country. That's why every time your country is getting better, the people are working hard, and money is coming in, and they're prospering, suddenly they have a hit on their currency. Some clandestine group takes a shot at the currency and destroys it. Why? Because that's how they get rich. That's the reason for poverty of nations. The manipulation of their currency. Today, everybody thinks taxation is normal. It's not normal. It came at a certain point in history for every country where it's done. And find out who was responsible for it. Satan, the devil. Why? Because taxation is a sign of ownership. And to make that effective, you must have no personal property. They have to rob you of your personal property. You have nothing. And that's why they're coming from the back door and selling the idea that you own nothing but you'll be happy. In fact, some organizations have already bought into it. This is part of the cause of shortage of food in the world. They sponsor terror to their farms. And so many farmers found themselves faced with armed bandits, terrorists, and they fled the farms. And the next thing you knew, no more rice, very expensive, beans, very expensive, tomatoes, very expensive. Everything became expensive because of shortage. So these are things that are being manipulated. Plus the killing, massive killing of pigs and cows and chickens. These are terrible things that are happening. But you can see from the Word of God, Psalm 33 and verse number 5, that the earth is full of the goodness of God. So if it is full of the goodness of God, why isn't everybody having a piece of this goodness? Because bad rulers destroy the prosperity of their nation. Good rulers always, good leaders always make their nation prosper. And the bad ones destroy its prosperity. And we are the ones in position to do something about it. He says, pray for kings, leaders of these nations, and for all that are in authority. Then he guarantees us the results, that we may lead a quiet and peaceable life in all godliness and honesty. That means fraud will not gain the mastery in our cities, in our countries. Don't say in your country everything is peaceful. I said it's planned to be global. Pray now. Would use these weapons of our warfare that are not carnal to bring down those fortresses by the power of the living Christ.